The 90s, when slapstick comedy ruled, VHS tapes were gold, and Baby Bink outsmarted three full-grown criminals in Baby's Day Out. Released in 1994, this hilarious family adventure followed an adorable baby who escapes his kidnappers and wanders through Chicago, causing chaos, laughter, and a whole lot of nostalgia for anyone who grew up watching it. It was the perfect blend of innocence and insanity. Critics might have been harsh, but audiences? They couldn't get enough. The movie became a cult favorite on home video and international TV reruns, especially in countries like India, where it still aired regularly. But here's the real question. What happened to the stars behind Baby's Day Out? Where are the bumbling kidnappers, the glamorous parents, and most importantly, the baby who stole everyone's hearts? Well, grab your popcorn because we're taking a walk down memory lane to see what the cast looks like today in 2025. And trust me, some of these transformations are as shocking as Bink's rooftop stunts. Let's start with the tiniest and arguably most unforgettable star of them all, Baby Bink, played by twins Adam and Jacob Worton. In 1994, Adam and Jacob were just 1-year-old identical twins from Newark, Delaware. They were chosen from hundreds of baby hopefuls for their bright blue eyes and photogenic smiles, and they delivered a performance so charming, audiences completely fell in love with them. From crawling through construction sites to giggling at chaos, those twins became icons of 90s childhood. But after the movie's success, the twins quietly disappeared from Hollywood. Their parents decided to pull them out of the spotlight to give them a normal life. No more cameras, no more chaos. For years, fans wondered what happened to Baby Bink. Rumors swirled. Some claimed one twin became a model, others said they turned to business or music. Fast forward to 2025, and the truth? Adam and Jacob are both living private lives far from the Hollywood limelight. Adam reportedly works in the fashion industry, dabbling in design and modeling projects across Europe, while Jacob pursued a career in environmental engineering. Neither twin capitalized on their childhood fame, but both occasionally pop up at nostalgic film festivals. When fans spot them, it's pure déjà vu. Can you believe those cherubic baby cheeks grew into full-blown adult glow-ups? The internet certainly can't. Now, let's move to the man who made comedy look criminal, Joe Mantegna, who played Eddie, the ringleader of the kidnappers. In 1994, Joe was already a respected actor, known for his sharp humor and intense roles in The Godfather Part 3 and House of Games. But Baby's Day Out showed off a new side of him, goofy, slapstick, and surprisingly lovable, even as he got electrocuted, burned, and punched by a baby. The performance made him a household face for a whole new audience. After the film, Joe's career took in unexpected directions. He became one of TV's most reliable stars, with standout roles in Joan of Arcadia, The Simpsons as mob boss Fat Tony, and most famously, Criminal Minds, where he played profiler David Rossi for over a decade. Off-screen, Joe became a Hollywood favorite for his class and kindness. Married to his wife Arlene for over 50 years, he's one of the few actors who kept fame from ruining his family life. In 2025, at 76, Joe is still working, lending his voice to new animated projects and occasionally guest starring in TV thrillers. Fans adore his grace, longevity, and how effortlessly he transitioned from mob boss to baby wrangler. From mob boss to baby wrangler, Joe Mantegna truly did it all. Next up, the man who made slapstick a black eye, literally, Brian Haley, who played the tough but clueless kidnapper Vico. Back in '94, Brian was a rising comedian and former U.S. Army soldier turned actor. Baby's Day Out was his big Hollywood moment, and he nailed it, equal parts physical comedy and heartfelt goofiness. But here's the twist. While the movie didn't make him an A-lister in America, it made him a cult hero overseas. In India and Southeast Asia, fans still recognize him as Vico from the beloved childhood classic. Over the years, Brian shifted between acting and stand-up. He appeared in Little Giants, Pearl Harbor, and Gran Torino alongside Clint Eastwood, proving his range went beyond pratfalls. He's also built a solid career as a character actor, popping up in countless TV shows, always bringing that sharp comedic timing. In 2025, at 61, Brian remains active in entertainment, directing indie comedies and mentoring young performers. He stayed refreshingly scandal-free, which is practically a Hollywood miracle. Insiders say he's working on a memoir about the weird joy of being remembered for getting beaten up by a baby. Honestly, we'd read it. Then there's Joe Pantoliano, better known as Joey Pants, who played the third criminal, Norby. By the time Baby's Day Out rolled around, Pantoliano was already a seasoned actor. You'd seen him in Risky Business and The Fugitive. But this movie let him unleash his inner clown, and fans loved every minute. His wide-eyed expressions, panicked energy, and chemistry with his co-stars turned Norby into a comedy icon. After Baby's Day Out, Pantoliano went full throttle into serious acting again and absolutely crushed it. From The Matrix to Memento to The Sopranos, he became one of the industry's most respected that guy actors. He even won an Emmy in 2003 for The Sopranos. But his life wasn't without struggle. Joe's been open about his battle with depression and addiction, turning his pain into advocacy. His honesty inspired many, and his memoir, Asylum, became a bestseller. In 2025, at 73, he's still acting, writing, and inspiring. Fans love him not just for his legendary roles, but for his realness. Now let's talk about Lara Flynn Boyle, who played Baby Bink's mom, Lara Binkerton. In 1994, Lara was the picture of Hollywood elegance, fresh off her breakout in Twin Peaks and known for her cool, icy beauty. As Baby Bink's mom, she brought warmth and glamour to the role, balancing comedy and grace. But fame hit hard. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw her career skyrocket with The Practice, earning critical acclaim and a Golden Globe nomination. Then came the tabloid years. High-profile romances, plastic surgery rumors, and a sudden retreat from Hollywood. Insiders whispered about burnout, body image struggles, and a complicated relationship with fame. By the 2010s, Lara had virtually vanished from the spotlight, living quietly and avoiding publicity. Fast forward to 2025, and she's begun making subtle reappearances, spotted at independent film events, looking healthier and more grounded. While she may never return to full-blown Hollywood stardom, fans are thrilled to see her reclaiming her peace. Her story is a cautionary tale and a comeback in progress. And finally, let's not forget the director, Patrick John Johnson. In 1994, he was known as a rising filmmaker with a knack for family-friendly comedy, having co-written Dragonheart and directed Space Invaders. Baby's Day Out was his biggest project yet, and while critics were lukewarm, the movie's enduring success proved his instincts were right. Over the years, Johnson became something of a Hollywood maverick, working behind the scenes, mentoring filmmakers, and developing passion projects. His semi-autobiographical film 52577, about growing up obsessed with Star Wars, finally released in 2022 after decades in development, earning cult acclaim. Today, in 2025, Johnson teaches film, consults on streaming projects, and occasionally drops nostalgic nuggets about Baby's Day Out on social media. And every time he does, fans flood the comments, begging for a sequel. So there you have it. From babies to legends, the cast of Baby's Day Out grew up, moved on, and carved their own paths through Hollywood. Joe Mantegna became TV royalty, Brian Haley found his comedic groove, Joe Pantoliano turned his demons into strength, Lara Flynn Boyle lived through the storm, and those twin babies, they traded movie sets for real lives, and somehow that's the happiest ending of all. Baby's Day Out may have been pure chaos on screen, but behind the laughs, it created a legacy of resilience, reinvention, and timeless charm. And there you have it. From baby bottles to Hollywood legends, the cast of Baby's Day Out has lived lives as wild as the movie itself. From the Worton twins' hidden lives to Joe Pantoliano's powerful reinvention and Lara Flynn Boyle's quiet redemption, every one of them found a new way to keep shining long after the cameras stopped rolling. So, tell me, whose journey surprised you the most? Was it the twins' transformation, Lara's resilience, or Joe's remarkable second act? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell, because in Hollywood, fame doesn't fade, it just grows up.